All right, we're live, guys.
Hello, my friends! It is me, Lokabud Macabre, running a game to support Game to Grow, and I see Adam is in the channel. Hi, Adam! So, if you want prizes, which we're gonna start really soon, you have to put exclamation point Game to Grow. Is that correct? Yes, I think so. So now that's it right there. What Lady Hawk just did in our chat. That is it. Yes. So you'll be entered to win some of the prizes. And since we have already got up to, I think it's $560, we're going to start by giving away some prizes before we even start the game. James, prizes?
All right.
James?
So we are super excited. We're waiting right now. We're starting to do the rolls as we speak. I will be the MC of tonight. This is an amazing opportunity that Tabletop Misfits was able to do, and we are so excited for it. Games to Grow is an amazing organization. We're so glad that Adam was able to join us, and I'm waiting on the winners to be populating right now.
All right. Well, while we're just look in chat for those winners, and we're going to get started with our tale, the Sword of the Ave. But first, let's introduce our players, shall we? All right. Well, first of all, we will start down there. Yes. So go ahead and introduce Emery, would you please? And
Yeah.
introduce yourself as well.
My name is Danny. I will be playing on a stream later on this year, but right now I'm going to be Emery, an Eladrin Oath of Ancients paladin who has a strong desire to return home and has joined these other adventurers into finding his place where he is right now and find that path to where he's coming home.
But a little correction there. He hasn't found these people yet. Before
Oh.
these adventurers are going to meet, not in a tavern. No, they are not going to meet in a town. Not even that. No, they are going to meet in the jungle of Zen, having not known each other at all. But we'll get to that in a second. All right, below me here, go ahead and introduce Hardin and yourself.
Alrighty, I am Eric, and I played Decimus on our normal Sunday stream. I am going to be playing Hardin Longbone, who is a human wizard with the yearning for more knowledge and power.
All right, and for our last over here, go ahead and introduce our I forgot, Alvina Darkwood. Yes, and yourself as well.
Hi, my name is Bree, and I play a game. We don't stream it very often. Occasionally with the jester here. I'm playing Alvina. She's a tabaxi, so it's a cat person. And her people live in the forest, but she was adopted by a troop of halflings. And she's found a point where she needs to find out where she's from. So she's in search.
Which brings me to the really interesting part of our tale. You see, the cat people, the Tabaxi, aren't native to Zyathe. No, somehow they have come here from somewhere else. So there is a quandary of some ways that people are shifting about. And that will start our tale with Hardin Longbone, who came from Darkenhaven, traveled via airship to the small continent of Zen, with the knowledge that a group of odd feline people who are not native to the world of Zyathe have been seen there. And this clued him in on this item that perhaps he might find where he might find other people who are not from Zyathe. He is looking for the sword of the Yahweh, who it is told that this sword can cleave even space and time and take you from one realm to another. So he has followed this information about the tribe of the Tabaxi, or the Tabaaks, for those of you in the Guiba realm. And he has come here to Zend. He has hired a tracker named Renz, who has found a trail. that leads to a feline, or the trail of feline prints, let's say. And so that is where Hardin Longbone is he is now following this tracker named Renz through the jungle. Now, let's shift, though, over to Alvina, who has heard from people in the town. And she is now traveling through the jungle, trying to find this lost tribe of the Tabaaks that has been talked about in the town. And they are deep in the jungle over this large canyon. And there is a deep river, and she must cross the canyon and find this tribe that might be her family. And lastly, for our intros, let us talk about Imri. Well, you see, Imri, he's not from here either. He's looking for a way home, and this sword might be his way home. He actually has a friend who he's worked with occasionally in the forest. Actually, he's saved the man's life a few times here in the jungles. And his friend Renz often travels into the jungle, getting lost, getting into trouble, and it's up to Emery, who is native to this forest and has lived here a number of years looking for this lost sword of the Yahweh. So that is about where we will start our show. But first, let's check in with James and make sure we have those prizes done.
All right. So yeah, if you're watching the chat right now, prizes are flying left and right. So our total at this moment is a magical $580 raised to Games to Grow. Before we start our adventure, I would like to do a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. The two that I would want to make sure get a very good thank you is our friend Brianna. She is a wonderful artist. So the 3 characters, she took her time and energy to create each one of these, and they were absolutely fantastic. As well as our new friend Bear, who is out of the UK. He will not be joining us tonight, but he has offered us some new exciting maps that you will see later on.
Actually, while you finish the shout outs, Eric, could you switch us to a roll 20, and I will switch our characters to where they will find themselves in the jungle. Sorry, James, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm good.
All
start the
done.
adventure.
No,
You're
prizes are in the chat.
Efficient.
I have another shout out, and that is to Gooey Cube, who is providing some of our digital prizes, like the what is it? Something Gooey Holiday. I don't have it in front of me. Some strangely gooey holiday. That is it. I got it. And that is one of our digital prizes. Is that adventure? So that's it. There it is. Ha ha! I said ha ha like I am Phineas Goo. All right. Anyway, if we could switch to the map. So Emery, you are that.
Not seeing a
I have
map.
to drag. I have to drag the player's icon. There we are.
There we go.
There we are. Oh, and you see Alvina? Good, good, good. So,
There they
Emery,
are.
we'll start with you. Yes. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see Emery, and you are coming through the woods. You are tracking your friend Jens, and with your friend Jens is some sort of well, he looks like he does not belong at all in this jungle. He looks like a city-born human, wearing a long coat and a bowler hat, and he doesn't belong here at all. Oh, these people are going to die, I think, if you let them just wander the woods. So as you come out of the woods, you see them about to cross a stream, and what do?
I first glance to make sure that it's going to be safe territory, because the first rule in survival is do not put yourself in more danger. So I will first check the area, make sure there's nothing going on, and then I will rush forward if it's safe to my comrade and advise him that blindly going through the jungle is treacherous, and he not only puts himself at risk but also this human that looks very ill prepared to even be here.
All right. Well, go ahead and there is no danger, so you could go ahead and approach them. And all of you should have control of your characters on the map. And Hard and Longbone, you see this elven personage come from the woods and seemingly comes from nowhere. And he walks up to you. You see him first, and Jens doesn't see him until he's literally hanging over his shoulder. And then Jen looks, Emery, what are you doing out here?
I live here. We've gone over this every time, gents. And I
Oh.
tell you, do not blindly come here because you will probably die. Every
Well,
time I've tried to save you, it's because you've almost died.
yes. Well, I have this. I think you you overstate the facts, my friend. I have this client of mine who is having me track some feline creatures. At this, Alvina, you are overhearing this conversation as you are making your way up the trail, and apparently they've been tracking a feline creature such as yourself. What do you do?
Sorry. So I noticed them coming towards me.
They are just on the other side of the stream, and they are talking about tracking some big feline creature. You realize that this is probably you.
Well, I'm watching them. I feel like I'm plainly in sight, but of course, they don't have my skills, so probably can't see me. So I'm just gonna watch them in what I feel is very plain sight. Sharpening my claws.
All right. Hardin, what about you? How do you approach this situation?
Oh boy. Well, obviously we're here tracking some feline creature through the jungle, and what other way to track something other than follow its trail, right? I mean, obviously, as a friend of nature, you should know that.
But you should understand you look ill-equipped to be traveling through a jungle. You wear such flimsy clothing. How do you
Precisely.
plan? Teeth will clearly penetrate that fabric very easily.
Only if the teeth can get to me first.
I would like to see this challenge.
my friends. Emery, I would happily split what Mr. Longbone is paying me if you would assist us in finding these feline creatures that he says are from somewhere else, and I saw one in town a few days ago.
I will
Somewhere
help.
else entirely. I mean, like not even on our world, he says.
There are many things that we do not understand and we think are not native. They just have not been found. I will help, but I do not know if flimsy clothes will protect this human. But I
At
will
this,
go and help.
Harden, give me a reflex save. I'm sorry, that is 3-5. A dex save.
If I can figure out how to do that. Ooh, that's gonna be a 5.
Oh no. It is time for me to roll some dice, my friends.
You have 2 left feet.
Sometimes.
The first roll was
Oh,
a
that is
5.
that you as you are talking, a huge rock hits you in the shoulder, almost knocking you into rens. Doing 7 points of damage.
Ooh.
And hold for a second while you realize what it is that did this to you.
Yep, I'm gonna look in the
From
direction of where this rock came from.
it is no secret. It is not hidden as it comes out of a cave. this huge gorilla comes climbing out of a cave, and it picked up a rock and threw it straight at you. All right, at this point, we will roll initiative, and we are using the GUI Cube House rules for initiative. So what we will do is you will roll initiative. I will start counting back from 20, and we will see who goes first. And when I get to your number, you just say, my turn. And we will go from there. Oh, this is going to be fabulous. This gorilla is going to smash you. All right.
Seems like my spells
Imri.
unlearned themselves.
All right, so I'm going to start at 20. 20 or better on the initiative. 19, 18, 17. Oh, that's the gorilla again. All right.
I have 17. What's his dex?
Oh, you are more dexterous than this gorilla, I assure you.
Okay. Did I see? I mean, probably I saw where the rock came from.
Yes, this
Trajectory.
gorilla yes, it came from this very angry gorilla in the jungle who came from this little cave underneath the waterfall, or next to the waterfall.
Can I see where he's at?
Yes, you
Can I see
him.
him? How
Yes,
far
you can
away is
see
he?
him. Let me see. There is a ruler here.
Oh, okay.
He is 75 feet away.
I'm not on that roll 20, so you'll have to invite me or something. Yeah.
Yes. It is in the one-shot channel.
Oh,
I
okay,
believe.
cool.
Scroll up a little bit, but I will move since you can see the stream, correct? I will move you if you would like to move.
I mean, I'll get closer. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna move up to the stream. I'm just gonna watch.
All right, you come up to the stream. It doesn't seem to take notice of you.
Oh, well, I'm stealthy. Obviously not.
All right, so punch that gorilla in the face, says Alphinius Goo. All right. All right, so that was 17, and now my 17. I will chuck another rock. Let us see what happens. Oh no! A rock goes flying straight up as he tries to chuck it, and it comes down and bonks the gorilla right on his head. He just rolled a 1. Let me change his hit points for a second. There we are. All right, that was 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. There we are.
Alrighty. For some reason, my spells do not show up on D&D Beyond, but it shows that I have them learned. So, I just need to take a quick peek through them real quick. Okay. I am going to cast Magic Missile at this gorilla and bonk him in the noggin just like he hit me in the shoulder with a rock.
Let us see what happens.
Let me roll.
Did I say that this gorilla is immune to magic missiles? No, he's not. All right.
So that'll be 3 missiles totaling 10 damage.
All right. The gorilla bounces around and as these 3 missiles hit him, and he starts banging his chest, and he's very angry. And now it is 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Emery.
Now, so I am going to walk 30 feet closer. And because I live here, do I recognize this gorilla?
You do not recognize this gorilla, but now that you've come closer, you notice something odd about this gorilla. Its fur has little white things all in it, as if it has been rolling around in something. It's got little white pellets, it looks like, all in its fur, and and having lived here, you can tell. Well, give me a nature check. We'll do that. I'll give it for free, not as an action, but for free.
Okay, okay. 15.
15. This gorilla has something wrong with it. Perhaps it is rabid. Perhaps something, it is not in its right mind. It is angry and rabid, and you don't think that your other nature type skills might help you. You tend to think that perhaps an animal handling would be poor idea. So you still have an action. You've moved.
I will put my hand on my hand axe and I will reluctantly think I must end his misery. And I'm going to chuck my hand axe at him. And 18.
18 hits the gorilla as the hand axe buries into the burly chest of the gorilla. Do your damage.
Oh, 6. That's almost max damage for my little hand axe. I'm excited.
All right. Now we will roll initiative again and count down. Ooh, you guys might get a chance here. Oh, Emery goes again, probably.
Wow.
All right, we will start at 20 or better. 22. Emery, go ahead.
I will, after I chuck the hand axe, I am going to immediately start running toward him. PM22. I almost get there.
You will have to scurry up that little
Oh
embankment.
yeah.
Yes, yes. That'll be 10 foot off of your movement as well.
So I can probably get here because that's 20 plus the 10 to get up there. Okay. And then for my action, I will, instead of attack, I will take the dodge action and no bonus
Ah,
action.
very well, very well. All right, so that's 22, 21, 20, 19, 18,
My
17, 16,
turn.
15. Ha ha! What will happen next? Arden Longbone.
I'm going to. I'm pretty sure that I'm still within 60 feet. Yep, perfect. Then I'm going to stand my ground as I spring my hand forward and release a firebolt at the gorilla. Let me roll that real quick. Oh, that's probably not going to hit. That's an 8.
That does not hit. The gorilla ducks this fiery bolt that's coming at his head. All right, so that was. There's only one person left. Alvina Darkwood, what would you like to do? I don't think. I have a 6 on initiative, so I think that's probably after yours. No. Oh, well, in that case, this gorilla will move up to here and chuck another rock. All right. All right, so he chucks a rock and it lands right in front of Renz, who takes off running back towards the town. I didn't sign up for this as he
You
runs away.
always sign up for this. I don't know why he does this.
Now, Alvina, your turn.
He's
Do
muted.
you have roll 20 up yet?
Yes. Did you not
Okay.
see me measuring? Oh, can you not
Yes.
see me measuring?
Yep, the red line. We saw it.
Okay. All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Someone redeemed a hydrate. I don't know what channel points are for right now, but I'm hydrating.
um, how deep is this river here?
I mean, it's just about waist high, but it's flowing very, very fast.
I can jump.
You could probably just jump right over it, yes.
I'm relatively certain.
Parkour on the rocks.
There you go.
Parkour.
Choo, 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 choo.
I would like to. Shoot. Okay, so I have feline agility. I can double my move speed. Uh, until the end of my turn. If I if I do that and double move and also move stealthily,
You
I
would
can
be at half move to stealth and then double move, so you would just have a move.
double my speed. So
And then half it for being stealth.
and then half my speed. So okay, so I can get there and be stealthy.
All right.
I want to sneak up on the gorilla.
Surprise!
Oh wait, nope. I need that.
Yes, you have to click the other button again.
Beep 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 boop boop. I'm so
All
close.
right.
So
Surprise the gorilla.
I don't want to surprise him yet because that is I double moved. So to get there stealthily.
All right, give me a stealth roll to see if Emery notices you. The gorilla does not.
Mad at that.
Emery, give
what
me
is that?
a perception roll.
Oh, he does perceive me. I rolled a 12. Well, rolled lower than that, but 12 total.
All right, you see a feline person looking thing sneak up behind the gorilla. All right, and now it's initiative again.
Do I notice that he notices me?
I think Emery is very sly and casual. He probably would not let on, for he doesn't
Okay.
want the gorilla to notice that you noticed that he noticed that somebody noticed him.
Emery doesn't let you know, but I let you know.
So I
Saw
go.
Right.
Saw that.
20 or better. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11?
Were we
11?
supposed?
Yes, rolling initiative again. You were last.
Yes.
I'll start over. 20, 19, 18, 17,
19.
19, and
Yes.
surprise!
So I want to attack.
As you got closer, you also noticed that this thing is rabid for some reason, and it is got little pellets or something in its skin.
Pellets.
Oh, yes, very well, James. I will pause after this combat, and we will talk about some more prizes.
Pellets.
Little pellets. And you're not getting close enough until you go to hit it. What was your attack roll?
I haven't rolled it yet, but
Ah,
let's do it. Not mad at that. Not a crit, but I'm not mad at it. 19.
19 will hit this guy all day. And yesterday.
And I have sneak attack. Sorry, trying to pull out my damage
Do
dice.
all the rogue things.
This one and this one and this one plus that. Okay. Not mad at that. Okay, so 2, 3, 11 damage on my first hit.
Don't you think you will need another? What did you hit with?
My claws.
So from out of nowhere, you guys, well, except for Emery knew exactly where she was. This feline creature with spots and black spots and brown fur comes leaping from the forage, rakes the claws across the neck of the gorilla as it stumbles forward and falls on its front. And then you stand victorious over the gorilla that seemed to be rabid. And you notice you have broken open some of those things that were in its fur, and there are spiders crawling all over you.
Oh, no.
Give me a con save, please.
As I see this, I take 5 steps back because nope, nope,
You're
nope,
like, nope.
nope. You open the spiders, you keep them. So I go here.
Fuck. All right. Give me a second. This is not going to be good. Oh, I'm so going to. That's 8.
8. All right. Well, hold on. Let me roll for this.
As I
You
eat.
take you take 5 points of damage from poison, and you are now poisoned. But you are able to get them all off of you as you freak out and get them off of you. But you are bitten a number of times on your arms, and you have taken 5 points of damage, and you are poisoned. And you notice that the things you were flaking off had this emerald hue to them. They almost glowed. It was very odd. And that is the end of the combat. We will reconvene in just a moment. I want to check in with James, see what prizes we've given away so far and what our status is. And then we will do a proper introduction to one another now that you have all formally met in the combat with the gorilla. Tell us,
All
James,
right.
where are we?
So we are at the $700 mark. We have given away 6, 8, 9 prizes so far. We have a whole bunch left. So make sure you're going out and telling your friends so we can continue to give this amazing organization something back. We have just found out that no, your community does not want you to have anything, and that it's all mine. Ha ha ha. So you're going to get nothing, and that is how the poll will result.
The community doesn't want them to have anything, but I will
No,
give them all inspiration. Everybody gets
there you go.
inspiration.
And we are currently at $700. But
I
it
see.
seems that something has come in. We'll find out
Something has
next.
come in. All right. Very well. All right. Well, go ahead with a proper introduction, my friends, while I mute and the dogs go wild in the background.
I'm going to go and pick up my hand axe, and I will look towards this unknown cat person and say, "You move quite stealthily in the jungle. You look like you have skills for survival here. The one back there, I'm not too sure."
Did we lose her?
I don't know where she went. She
Ooh,
is
I
not
think
in stream
Yes.
anymore.
She
she's
Well,
so
disappeared.
stealthy. She's so
Perhaps.
stealthy.
She must have dropped.
So I will then casually walk over and reholster my hand axe and go to this human and be like, "Are you injured?"
I mean, I might be a little injured, but nothing I haven't managed before.
Okay. At least you have a chance of survival here. The one rock did not take you down, and unlike Jens, you did not run like the coward he is. He is a good friend, but I don't know why he takes these missions. He never gets past the river. He always ends up running away by the river.
I mean, is that a
He did.
sign of something?
He did run back towards town. And we can switch away from the battle map if we want. So that
We are
we
missing
can.
someone though. Yeah.
Yes, that is right. That is why you are cut in half. I
Yes.
see. All right. Well, we will try and figure that out. Um, hopefully, she will drop back in here in a moment.
I'm just gonna
And
pretend that she's like kitty cleaning with the river water because all the dead spiders is so gross.
The spiders have
speaking of
scared her
spiders,
away.
you had a little bit of trouble getting your hand axe back without getting yourself bit, but you were able to do it.
I just like, glare at that one spider that had the audacity to bite me. Um, and I continue with Heart, and I go, friend, and your name?
My name is Hardin. Hardin
Hardin.
Longbone.
I see. But you appear semi-squishy, so ironic. Okay. Um, but yes, Jens is well intentioned, but Jens is not the most prepared for his adventures and trekking in the jungle. He often requires assistance, or he ends up not being able to leave the jungle.
Well, he managed to get me this far, so I think that's a great start.
But isn't it really about finishing?
Well, you have to get started before you can finish.
I feel like we are going to go toward a very philosophical debate, and after all those spiders, I don't think I'm in the mood for a philosophical debate. Did you see how
That's
many
fair.
fucking spiders there were? They were all over her.
I didn't great look seeing as I stayed quite a ways away from the danger, but it did look kind of disgusting. Some spiders popping out of the gorilla. I haven't seen that one before.
No, it's. Would I be aware that this is like not a normal occurrence in the jungle?
You haven't seen these spiders before, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that uh, there are many beasts in the jungle, and there may be spiders, but this type of incident infesting a living creature with their eggs and just feeding off, it is not natural. It is not how nature works.
Well, that would make sense
And
as to why I haven't heard of it.
Actually, you have, Mr. Longbone.
Oh,
You have. When he describes these emerald spiders, you remember about a year ago talking with a colleague in Darkenhaven about these spiders that could bite some living thing, and it sort of preserved the brain somehow while decaying
Zombies!
and in destroying the body. Yes. As a matter of fact, the colleague in question was trying to figure out the art of necromancy and talked
ooh.
about these specific spiders.
All right then. Um, yeah, that's definitely some sort of necromancy going on there, and I don't want a part in it. I
Unnatural.
tried it a few times in college. Not for me.
Were you just curious? Is that why?
Oh, yeah, of course. Who wouldn't be curious?
Everyone's always curious in college.
Right. So as you skirt around the gorilla and cross around to the other side of this pond and ravine, you discover a camp that was recently vacated. Emery, you were not aware of this camp. You have not traveled this far north in quite some time. But yes, it does look like this was traveled before. And I will say this: there are some secrets that you each know that you can keep to yourself, or perhaps let the others in on. For example, you have just met Hard and Longbone. You have just met one of these creatures that you think might have something to do with the Sword of Yahweh. It is right there in front of you. It came out and killed a gorilla.
I will go up to the other person who helped with the gorilla and say, I see you have finished getting the spiders off. You do good work and you look like you can survive here. I commend you on that. Not many can.
I look like I can survive here. Look what happened to my skin.
But you're not dead. You survived. That's like what I said. I don't know where I lost you with those words. That one
No
just
need to
got hit.
sound wordy.
That's how people communicate. That's what people told me. You use words to
Oh no,
talk.
darling. Body language. That's the language.
My-
I stab, they bleed. Body language.
I don't understand, but okay. I only have one part of my body that speaks, so it does not make sense to me. But okay.
Arden, do you have any questions about this person that you've been tracking? You paid gens to track, and now you found them.
Yeah. I've heard many words about your people, and I was definitely interested as soon as I heard about you.
Well, I'm the wrong person to talk to. I don't know anything about my people.
How do you not know anything about your people? You are your people.
I feel like
Oh,
that's a little prejudiced, but fine. I'm a halfling. I know I don't look like a halfling, but I am.
oh,
And I speak in halfling.
I feel like this
Call
is
him
going to be another
idiot.
philosophical debate after all the spiders. City people are so weird. Trees are easy. Wolves are easy. People are just not normal.
That I can agree with.
All right, so you see this camp that you found at the other edge of the pond, and it leads further into the jungle, or the tracks from these people who had vacated this camp lead further into the jungle. Do you follow these tracks? Do you go searching for the great canyon that Alvina Darkwood knows about, where her people might reside?
Can I check the camp first for um like any traces of like maybe what resources these people had? If there's like marks of like where they would have left weapons, or if it was just like general tents and like food and a fire.
Yes, yes. So you notice a few things. First of all, you notice that there are. It looks as if a pouch was broken and discarded in the wood. Within this pouch, you find the remains of some spiders. Also, tucked in other little pockets of the pouch on the outside, you see what might be other remnants of spell components.
Okay. I'm going to put the spell components in my little satchel. And I'm going to. None of the spiders are alive, right? They're all like dead. It's just their remains.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
It looks as if someone the pouch bust open and spiders, and someone must have discarded it and tried to stomp on it or something and killed some of the spiders.
I'm going to bring the bag to uh, the cat woman and Hardin, and I look at her and I go, I did not get your name.
Alvina.
Alvina,
Yours?
mine is Emery. It seems that whoever was in the encampment actually had these in a container, and they may have escaped, and now I think their foolishness is now causing damages that should not have been occurring in the jungle.
So we have more of these runaway zombie spiders. Great.
Potentially.
Is there anything in there to get rid of, this?
No.
Cool. Okay.
But if you need a moment to patch yourself up and
Corey, you're muted.
Thank you. This would have been a long, boring adventure had I not unmuted myself.
and
But no,
so
you are correct. There is no calamine lotion in the component bag.
no oatmeal bath for you. And then I'm also gonna like go to Hardin and kind of show him that I don't like what's in the bag, and I go, I do not think she is probably the goal of what you are tracking. It does not seem she is affiliated with it, but I do not know what dangers may lie ahead. Maybe it'd be better if we stick together going forward. We do not know if these things have infested larger creatures here.
Well, I mean, I'm never against teaming up, but depending on what we end up finding, I don't know if we can equally cut three ways.
How about we
Can I
resolve that?
hear them?
I'm talking out loud.
Yeah.
Cut what 3 ways? I don't need your money. I'm just trying to find my people.
And you don't know where
I
your
am
people
curious,
are.
though. I mean, do you want to have sit around a campfire and hold hands, talk time about our pasts right now, or should we go?
I mean,
I'm
where
looking
would
for
we
him.
be
You're
going?
looking for him to find my people. I
I've been
assume that's
tracking
what you're
you.
looking for.
I feel like there's this
Well,
thing.
I'm sorry, but I am not what you're looking for.
I am very confused because you were like, let's go, but I'm not what you're looking for, but let's move. Confusing people.
He's looking
Let's
for cat people, right?
let's
Me.
let's let's just follow the track.
Meow.
You just said that you're not you, though.
Again,
You mentioned that you were
spiders.
a halfling, and obviously you are some sort of feline.
There are the tribes you choose and the tribes you're born into.
I just pull out jerky and I start eating because I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this. This is too much
So
philosophy.
what you're saying is
I
you're
was-
nothing but a common house cat for halflings?
Rolling it.
Oh, I understand body language now. Her body
I'm
says
gonna smack
hostile.
him.
Her body says hostile. I now understand body language. Okay, this makes sense.
Perhaps I should have stayed muted. I don't have to run a thing. We are in our
I
second encounter of the night.
I now understand body language. It's like when the wolves puff themselves up. Okay, I'm learning. And I just watch. I don't even intervene.
Well, I don't think Hardin Longbone is anticipating a strike. So if you would like to, just take a swipe at him, go ahead and roll, and we will see what happens.
I stab people in the back, not the front. No fighting.
I will
Now,
not make
but I
a
would.
hard and long bone reference to that. I will leave that alone.
There's plenty of them.
There's plenty of entrances in the back and the front.
Right. Moving on. So
Say we're both looking for the same thing, and I don't want your money. So
Well,
so
I
we
don't.
will go on. We will just say that you have been reprimanded for calling Alvina a pet to the halflings, and that there might be some tension going forward between the two of you. But yes, you are all looking for something similar. The only thing that hasn't been unveiled, which perhaps you would share at some point, is why Emery would go with you, other than his kind heart, so that you don't die in the jungle. But with that, would you choose to either make your way to the west, like Alvina was doing, towards the edge of the chasm, or do you want to follow the tracks through the jungle which go northwest?
The tracks look like they are going northwest, but you appear to have a different direction. Is there a reason you are traveling that way? And I'm looking at Alvina while I say this.
I didn't really have a direction. I thought I'd come out here to where I remembered and smell. This is as far as I got.
So without any indicators, probably as it is best, we keep following the tracks, right? It would give us a good indicator of what's in front. If there were adversities, the tracks would have changed. If there were hostile animals, we would notice a pattern in spacing and how they moved. It would give us a little bit more security, as much as it can be in the jungle.
Makes
All
sense to
right,
me.
so following the tracks then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to follow the tracks up through the forest. You don't run into any more of those emerald spiders, but you do notice that as you're going through the forest, a sense of familiarity washes over you, Alvina, as if perhaps you have been here before. And then you reach the edge of this huge chasm, and the tracks go north along the chasm. And you follow the tracks north, and then you see, as you're walking along the chasm, a rope bridge off to the north that spans the width of this chasm. There is something on the rope bridge on the opposite side. There is something on top of the stakes which hold it into the ground, which you can't quite make out at this point. I can't wait till you do. But anyway, you make your way to the rope bridge. You're looking probably about 500 yards of rope bridge across a huge chasm with a river deep below. This rope bridge does not look very sturdy, but this is where the tracks ended.
Do I see any way that looks like it'd be remotely safe to cross?
Not without walking quite a long way, I think.
And how far is it down?
Probably about 300 feet.
And across?
What did I say? 500 yards? It's
Five.
yes, yes. That's why you cannot see what it is on the spikes on the other end.
500 yards.
When you get there, you see that it's woven vines and stuff have been pulled together, and it honestly is nearly a marvel of how someone would have even built this bridge.
That's like a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, that's a long way.
That's a very long piece of rope. Does the bridge appear to be in decent shape at all?
Yes, it's well, I mean, it's just rope or vines. It's not even rope, it's vines. So there is one thick woven bunch of vines on the bottom, and then two woven pieces of vines along the top, and basically
okay.
some connecting them. So there's no wooden planks or anything. It's just a huge vine rope bridge that you have to walk on the vines itself for a long ways.
That's gonna take some
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Well, I look at both of them. I'm definitely the most agile here.
Yes, Alvina, you don't think you would have any problem getting across it as long as it bore the weight, and it looks pretty sturdy.
I'm going to cross.
All right, Alvina takes off across.
I'm
Well, I'm going to
gonna
tell. Hey guys, I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
cross.
stand by the rope. Um,
Sounds great.
and I'll be like, Alvina, if anything happens, grab the one on your right that you're holding. That's the one I'm going to prepare to hold if the rope breaks. So
That's very
we
nice.
just there is no reason to lose a life today. So if you feel something happen, both hands on the right rope, and that's the one I'm going to be prepared to hold on to if something is to occur.
Okay.
It's
So,
it's your right or her right? Which right?
I'm
I'm just
your
literally
saying.
rope.
like her right as she's walking away would be the same right for me.
Everybody's like turning around, like left hand.
Yeah, I was like, this one. And I just physically point to the one.
Okay, so I'm gonna making my way downtown.
All right, and everyone else is just watching as she crosses, and you're holding a rope. You're
I'm
holding the
I'm I'm
vines.
I'm ready to hold on to like the rope if the rope bridge like breaks. So she knows which one to hold on to, which will be the one I try and grab if it breaks from underneath her.
All right. Well, it is so good that you decided to be the one to cross, Alfina. So,
Oh
as
god.
you get closer and closer, you see something on the two spikes holding the two higher ropes, and they seem to be moving a little bit. And as you get closer, you realize they are heads. They are heads that have been stuck to the spikes, and they seem to be trying to talk. And as you get even closer, you recognize them. One is a female halfling that you've known for your whole life, and the other is your father figure and underlord of the town group of thieves. You notice both of these family members there at the edge of the bridge. And they can't talk because they have no, it's just their heads, but they are moving. Their faces are moving.
So I'm very sad. Um I approach cautiously and try to see if there are any spider thingies.
You do not see any spiders, but you do see some sort of emerald, crusty, um, like as if it was a pulp of some kind, and it is under their noses and at the edges of their mouths. This emerald, crusty stuff.
It's Aunt Talitha, isn't it? Fuck. Fuck. Okay. How far can you hear?
You would have to yell really loud. They would probably be
Like
able to
that's a
hear
really
something.
far way
Yes,
away.
they would be able to hear something off in the distance, but they probably wouldn't be able to make out a sentence or listen to a soliloquy of any kind.
I'm also like watching you, so like it's easy for you to grab my attention if for something I can try and figure it out.
I would also bet I probably start to blend in. I am leopard spotted in a jungle. Fuck. Okay. I can't do anything here. Look at it. That's all I
Are
can
you going
do.
to continue on through
Keep
or go
going. You
back?
stopped halfway.
Yeah, you're still a little bit away from the edge of the when you realize what this is. You're still on the rope bridge.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Well, you're not quite in the middle, but you're I would say, a good 15, 20 yards away from the other edge by the
So
time you make out who it is.
as I move past, or no, they're at the edge. I'm just in the middle. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going.
All right, you move past and onto the ground. This bridge does seem like it would hold quite a lot of weight.
Seems sturdy. Okay, well then I'm gonna go back and tell them.
Maybe not the gorilla from earlier, but at least your friends here. They're smaller.
Medium-sized creatures. So I'm gonna go back and tell them it's safe. And also, so guys, two of my family members were murdered and their heads are on spikes.
You seem to be handling that very well.
I'm a cat. This is how I handle
I
everything.
thought you were a halfling.
I'm also a halfling. Don't think too much into it.
You're a
This is
catling?
true.
Is that what you're saying?
A hat. She's a hat.
I
If any
in
of you
not
try to wear me, I will
in,
kill you.
in not understanding any of this, because she said it was safe to cross. I'm just gonna start making my way across the bridge.
Yes,
All right,
it's
you are
safe.
you are all
Just
able to safely make it across the bridge without a huge flying creature coming and attacking you while you were on it, or some people throwing javelins at you while you were on it. All things that were in my mind to try, but I decided not to after this tragic event that happened to Alvi.
Jesus.
And the damage came from the trauma all along.
All right, so you make it across. Is there anything you would like to do with these remnants of family that make you very sad?
Either of you guys do magic? You look like you do magic.
Yeah, I do magic.
So, can you figure out what this magic is? It's definitely magic. You don't need a spell to tell that. I mean, unless you're saving it, which not a big deal. Well, either of you guys do you know anything about this? Because I don't.
Do I know of anyone?
I know some about it. What all do I know about this emeraldy stuff?
So you realize that this is definitely some of the spiders have been used as some kind of unguent to make these things continue to move, and perhaps in the making of this unguent is what caused them to drop this bag of spiders. It all starting to come together as perhaps this was something, some experiment of some foul person who wants to experiment with this weird necromancy type stuff. But that's about all you know. Emery, as you're coming to the edge of the rope bridge, you see of down on the northern side of the chasm, or to your north, I mean, you see a rope going down into a cave, and as you notice, you wouldn't have noticed this at all, but you notice a halfling swinging into the cave, and from this rope. And then you watch a little longer and you don't see anyone else on the rope, but you do notice that there is a cave and someone has just gone into it.
I'm gonna go to Alvina and be like, I saw someone, a cat, halfling, catling, I
No,
don't
There's
this
know.
was just a halfling. This was
they're
not a
just
half.
halflings.
It was just a halfling.
She has confused me to the point I don't know the difference between the two. Someone
Oh boy.
climb
For
down
all
this
intents
rope.
and purposes, I look just like
No.
a Paxi.
No, I know. I know you are full
You just
tabaxi.
Emery's a little.
Emery's like, I don't understand any of this. Clearly, you're a tabaxi. These are halflings. But yeah, the chosen family, you're just like, and he's like, I'm not getting in the middle of this.
So I wouldn't have passively perceived.
No, because you are distracted by the gruesome events,
That's
and Hardin Longbone is wearing a bowler, and he's too worried about it flying off into the chasm. So that's why Emery was chosen to see what he
Trauma
saw.
blinded you.
that's fair. Okay. All right.
And there's a cave at the end of the rope. If you
All right,
want, we can...
anyone in chat who can name a song by the Talking Heads, maybe that is why we can give a prize away. I'm pulling an Alphinius Goo and throwing random prizes. Okay, my group here. Do we have one? I have one
This
in my
must be the
head.
place. This must be the place.
This must be the place. I have one.
This must be the place.
We're taking
Wonderful talking head
we're
sound.
taking a departure from the fantasy world. I have a song in my head. Who else has one?
And
By
I
the
ask
Talking Heads.
myself,
I'm not
how
good
did
at
I
this.
get here? It's the most famous one.
Mine was Psycho Killer, of course.
Wow, not the way I would have gone.
All right. Anyway, back to the game. So you noticed this. What would you like to do with the departed family?
I am afraid to touch them
Leave them where they are is an option. Yes.
because of the stuff. And because I don't know enough about it. I don't think any of us know enough about it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to touch it.
I clawed a gorilla and I got poisoned. So, I think what I'm gonna try to do is like, if I have any extra cloth, just like throw it over their heads.
All right. Yes, we will say that you can find something to put over them and leave them where they are.
Yes.
And what would you where do you go from here? It looks like the tracks head off to the north along the edge of the chasm.
You guys aren't scared, are you? Because I'm not scared. Obviously.
No.
Not really.
Quite excited, actually.
All right. What? So are you going?
Were
Did
you
he share
beaten as a child?
Are you directing that at me or him? Because I was.
So are you asking Hardin Longbone if he was beaten? Okay.
Emery just volunteered the information though, which really
I'm so
it just
confused.
explains a lot.
We were. What? They were terrible people. They kept us in cages. Like, of course they would hit us.
Got pet a lot. That's a whole different thing to dissect right now. We're just not gonna get into that. You disturb me. Don't eat my liver in my sleep.
Me?
Yes, you. You're excited by heads on stakes. I don't know what's going on.
Not by heads on stakes, by going into the caves. What do you mean?
I just walk away like I did from before, and I just start making my way to the
Well,
rope. And
we are choosing to head to the cave. I think.
I mean,
Yeah, we're
that's
going to the
following
cave.
the
I'm gonna go
tracks.
find
Yeah.
this catling.
All right, you head up. As you are weaving through the jungle, you can't stay on the ravine. There are some places that just kind of slope away, and you have to go into the jungle a little bit, and then come back to the ravine to make sure you're still on track. And you notice as you're in the jungle that you hear the flapping of wings, big wings, like perhaps
Do I
almost the size of.
recognize the sounds of wings?
Do you recognize them? Perhaps you do.
That's an interesting question.
Let us give me a roll on perception to see how well and how clearly you hear these wings.
Bow.
Dang.
23.
Ooh.
Oh, I know what happens in the jungle I live in.
These wings do sound familiar, from a long lost friend or comrade from your younger years. That's all I will say about this. As you make your way through the jungle and you find the bunch of vines that go down the ravine that hang to the cave, you also notice that there are tracks here, and and they are the same tracks as the ones by the pond. So you seem to be back on track, tracking the tracked folks.
I'm gonna so I've seen these tracks. Is Alvina and Hardin, are they already down with me on the
I'm following.
way?
Yep,
I'm
I'm
gonna
following.
just
All right.
lightly say, I found some tracks. I think this might help.
If you're going to climb down this is much more difficult than just 3 ropes across a huge chasm. So let us roll on dexterity to climb down this rope and into the cave without plummeting 300 feet into a flowing river.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All it takes is 3 ones and we're done for the evening.
Boy, okay.
Can I partially muscle my way through this and do it like an athletics?
Sure. Athletics will be. I guess athletics is or acrobatics, whichever you're better at.
Yeah, like I punch a hole in the stone to make a thing I can hold on to.
Definitely not athletics for me.
Boom.
I've got an
16.
18.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because that's a nat one.
Ooh.
Not much better, but it's a 6 plus 3 for 9.
Okay. So, Alvina, as your what was your score? Wait, let me.
10.
All right.
I
You're
also have
holding-
a climbing speed of 20.
Oh, good. So you are very close to Emery as he falls off the rope and begins to plummet into the river below.
Can I whoop?
Let's give me another. Actually, this one would be in athletics to grab him and sling him into the cave below.
Whoa. 19 on the die.
There we are. Okay, we've
So
saved
20
Emery.
24.
Although you are kind of carelessly flung into the cave and do take a little bit of falling damage.
Does
Cause
he
I-
take damage from my claws?
Because I was gonna
You
do
have
something to
control.
save myself.
Oh, what were you
Oh.
going to do?
I
As you're
wanted to
falling.
grab you.
As I was
I guess you're first.
falling, I was gonna just channel divinity, nature's wrath, and as an action, I can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of me that I can see, which includes myself, and I can restrain myself towards the wall.
All right, so she grabs you, flings you towards the wall, and vines reach out and grab you and hug you to the wall, and you are stuck literally right next to the entrance to the cave.
And then I'm gonna just
And you take no damage from this.
wiggle myself around, punch into the wall to get a good grip, and then like once I feel like I have a really good okay, I'm good, I'm stable, I'm gonna dismiss the spectral vines.
All right, you are in the cave. Everyone else rolled better than a 15, right? They are
I
in the
rolled an
cave.
18. Yep.
All right, everybody is in the cave. And you notice that this is not a very deep cave. You can see light coming from the other side. It's actually small on this end and very broad and wide on the other. And as you make your way through this cave, it opens up into a huge basin. And there seems to be, as you come out of the basin, a ring of cliffs around you. And as you look up from where you climbed, this ring of cliffs has features carved into it all around. And these features are of different things. Um, it appears this basin has been a place where others have come to before. There are, for example, a feline face carved into the cliffs. There is also a very demonic-looking face carved into the cliffs. And there are other things as well, even weird-looking cuboid things carved into the cliffs. And so you make your way out, and you see down at the bottom of the basin there is what looks like some ruins. And we'll pause here to hear from James. Put him on
Well,
the
I'm
spot.
back. I'm here. So, I hope you all are enjoying this wonderful adventure in the jungles of Zin. But, to go back to our notice, so, two things. We are currently, well, let me rephrase that. We were currently at around just about $700 raised so far, plus an extra 100 from the wonderful GUI Cube who added to that. So that brings us at a total of $800. But there's more. So
More?
I have recently gotten a notice from a fellow gamer, and because of his donation, we cannot actually present the amount that he had donated. But from an anonymous donator, we have been donated an additional $1,000. Bringing our total currently up to
Huzzah!
$1,795 for the charity, and breaking our goal completely out of the water.
Oh, lots of prizes!
So if you have not pushed or typed in exclamation mark game to grow, you will not be in the charity event prizes. Sorry, I'm flustered. This is amazing. I can't believe that this is how awesome this has become. We hope to do this again. So yeah, keep plugging away at those. And if you've not won a prize, make sure you're definitely typing game to grow. And if you would please continue, we'll just continue to give this money off to this amazing organization as we continue to raise our goals even higher. So back to you, Lokabat Macabre.
so this is so exciting to me. That means we made our 1,500, which means the grand prize will be given away, and the grand prize is my favorite. So the grand prize is someone who is viewing us now will get to choose the next charity, and we will do this again in maybe March or April. So a few months from now, we will do this all again. We will have some more people coming in and doing a one shot with us and trying to raise money for the charity of their choice. I love this. This is such exciting news. I can kill the party now. Oh, Wait, where were we? Oh, a ruin. A ruin is down below. So if you would, as you make your way to this ruin, Eric, if you could bring us back to a on a
Yes,
stream,
yes.
let us explore this ruin. I think you're still in the jungle. Let me
I
drag the
sure
player
am.
token there.
I was about to ask.
Oh, fancy.
All right.
Um, okay.
So I think what we will do here is we will go on initiative, even though there's no combat or anything, just so that you can move around and explore this ruin in the jungle, and I can describe what you see once you come up to different parts. So go ahead and roll initiative, and we will count down. All right. I don't have to count down. There's only three numbers. Well, oh, not everyone is in here. 20 or better. 19, 18, 17.
Boom,
Emery?
17.
All right. What would you like to do?
Um, I'm gonna walk towards the stairs and not stealthily because that ain't gonna happen in my armor. So I'm just gonna walk my 30 feet to see if I can get a better view through the entrance and kind of have my shield and scimitar at the ready in case there's danger. And I'm just gonna head right in here and kind
Oh,
of like
don't go there. You don't go there. You go one square before there, and I'll tell you why.
okay.
Oh.
Oh, because I see the oh.
Be-
Oh, there's
because you
spikes.
you see a bunch of spikes protruding out of the floor. You would not have walked into them. It looks like some kind of trap was triggered. And among these spikes, you see the body of a tabaxi or a cat woman or a halfling hatling
Okay.
or whatever you want to
I
call it.
I yell out all of those combinations of those words to Alvina. So, and I'm like, there's another I don't know. Someone in a trap.
Another
I
hash
don't
slinging
know if you know
slasher.
them.
Give me a medicine check if you would.
Well,
Medicine is 3-5. What is it in this one?
Medicine
Yeah, there's a
Oh, it
medicine
is
check.
medicine. Okay, give me.
17.
3-5 is the master game.
So, a 17, you notice that this thing, it has wounds not from the spikes. It looks like it was dead before it was here.
It's weird.
You notice, you can tell that it's very easy to notice this because if a person or living thing was stabbed by a bunch of spikes, you would probably see a bunch of blood, and there is no blood where these spikes shut up.
Huh.
I
I
feel like
heard. Oh, but we're in initiative.
All right, that was 17, 16, 15,
Right
14.
here.
All right, go ahead, Alvina.
I heard Emery yell out the names, and I come running.
All right, go ahead and move yourself up near there. And you notice the same things, and you don't notice any blood. This looks like some kind of a trap was sprung, but you don't see any wound or any blood on the floor, like I was saying to Henry. Would you like to do anything before it is Hard and Longbone's turn?
Oh, just staring.
All right, Hardin, your turn.
Yep,
Is it time to turn back yet? Are you ready to go home?
I am not ready to go home yet.
All right, all right, all right.
I am going to come right up here next to this trap, and I want to try and inspect from a distance to see if there's any more of that necromantic goo or anything magical that would have caused this death.
You do notice some of that, a little bit in the nose of this tabaxi.
Is it animated?
It is not. It is actually
Okay.
a dead, perhaps again.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I don't know if you guys caught it, but there's a little bit of that emerald goo kind of under its nostrils. So
I did not see it, but
it
it
may have been undead at one point and it is now dead once more.
double dead.
Yes. Double tap.
Zombie rule number
All
13.
right. We will just stay with this same initiative and let you move in turn. Emery, go ahead and go again.
So I am going. So I see that there's nothing else here but that opening on the top left, right?
Yes, yes. It looks like a hallway up to the top left there.
I'm gonna have my shield out and cautiously head in that direction. Yeah, and hug the wall when I get over there.
All right, Emery, you see something very disturbing down this hallway. You see these blades that have come from the wall, and they have skewered some things. And these things, it takes you a moment as they were cut apart, and blood is on the floor. So they must have been alive. And then you recognize that this is that you recognize these people. They were former slaves with you many years ago. And when you all parted ways, you never thought you would see them again. But here they are. There is um, a an elf that you were once enslaved with, and there is also a changeling who was in a cave that that is, you can tell only that it is a changeling now because it's in its true form, because it is dead, being impaled by these things that came from the walls.
I go into a rage. I'm just kidding. I take a moment and I lower my shield in partial shock because I didn't think I'd ever see them again, and why are they here? And then how did this even happen? And I'm just rubbing a ring that I have on one of my fingers. But like I look like I'm in shock. Like I don't. It's like not processing.
All right, so the two of you see Emery walk around the corner, drop his shield, and stare down the corridor in shock. Alvina, what do you do?
Well, first, I say to Emery, you know I can check for traps, right?
Thank you, Tommy. I will hydrate.
I don't even respond.
I will hydrate once again.
I only have liquor, so
That
I
that's
feel
what
like
I'm
that
drinking.
doesn't. I don't feel
Caffeinated
like that
beverage, which
that
unhydrates.
qualifies as hydration.
It's still
I,
hydrating.
I think it goes the other direction. I mean, it is technically mostly water, not by a lot. Um, I see Emery is not responding to me. I follow his exact path.
All right, and hug the wall and end up next to him over here?
Yeah, and I was about to do that, but okay.
Oh, okay. All right, and
Um,
you see an elf who has been speared by these blades that came from the wall, and you see this creature devoid of any has no nose. Its lips are little slits. It has no ears, just holes in its head, and it's been killed as well.
stuck on the blades,
Yes,
but nothing's moving.
nothing's moving. No, and there is blood. These things were at once alive. It looks like.
So how much of my move was that?
And you do see that you might be able to squeeze between these two traps that have been triggered. And another thing overwhelms you, Alvina. You remember this hallway. A memory comes to you of walking a certain path, and it's the path right between these two. And you notice a pattern on the floor and the rocks, and you remember a little song that was sung to you about a one skip front left front left front. One skip front left front left front. And you remember this from your childhood. You've been here before, Alvina.
So I proceed through.
All right,
You
take
know,
your second action as a move, and you can just kind of move through those traps without that have already been sprung. But you kind of diagonally wander along the path. Hard and Longbone, it is your turn.
Seeing as everyone is kind of hugging the wall to get to this next area, I'm going to do the same.
sorry,
And
pause. Sorry, Eric. Why is my avatar not triggering?
Oh, let me see. Dynamic lighting on. You can see. Ha ha ha!
Thank you, Loki, but
All right, Hardin, your
okay.
turn.
Sorry.
all good. Yep. So as I round the corner and see this um, elven person and the changeling, I am very fascinated by the changeling.
Emery is still in shock, by the way. He's just standing there.
Yeah, I'll use my action to get some more movement and just kind of run up to the changeling and kind of squeeze between these two traps to get to the body and inspect it. Just kind of
All right,
learn about it more.
you inspect it, and you notice that something has some kind of brand has been branded onto this thing right about here, and it looks like two wings, like bat wings, eh, um, with a little smile, and that's the brand that is on it. This kind of little bat wing shape with a smile branded right here.
Interesting. Do either of you recognize this symbol? And I'll just kind of describe it.
Emery, you do know that symbol.
As he says this, I just start walking up to the first trap to pull my friend off, and
You're gonna pull your friend off?
because they're like impaled with
He's
the
not talking about hard and lawn bone. He's talking about
no, my friend off the spikes. Watch your thoughts, hat creature. So I'm gonna pull my friend off, and I'm gonna set them to the side, sitting down, and then I'm gonna go to the to Hardin and be like, it's the mark of the slavers. These were the people that you mentioned, like if I was beat as a child. And then I'm just gonna pick up um, my other friend and bring them to have next to the elf. Um, and then I just put my hand over both of their brands and say, I will come back for you when this is done, and I will give you the burial. I thought you found your way home. I don't know how you ended up here.
How old
I
did the
will.
corpses look?
very fresh. The blood is still wet.
Interesting.
Do you have a bat tattoo too?
A brand, but yes. That's a good question.
Okay, brand.
Yeah. Do you have
And,
one?
and then I just show them that, yeah, I have a brand. You asked if I was beat as a child. We all were. We were taken as children. We were kept in cages by these slavers to be sold. We found our way out, but when we separated, they each had said they found their way home. I don't know how they ended up here. I haven't seen them for.
You seem to have turned out better than that one did. Just saying.
Well, the
All
bodies are
right.
fresh, so
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
they
what?
they are not. The bodies have not been dead long. So where do you go from here? And we will let Alvina go next because Emery is taking care of his friends, and then Harden to follow.
Looking forward and I see a thing. Are any
hey,
memories triggered?
I like things.
You
It's
do
gold and it looks goblin-y, but I can't tell because I am aerial viewed.
you do remember this place. It's starting to come back to you. You know that off to the left of where you are, around that corner up ahead, is is a is an altar and a circle. That's all you remember. It's some sort of place where things were conjured.
5. So I've moved forward. There appears to be a glitter explosion on the ground.
Yes, there is a bunch of shiny stuff over on the ground to your left.
Um, am I like channeling any foresight here?
This
Yeah.
is the you don't remember this.
Okay, well then I am gonna check for traps.
All right, you check for traps, and you find none. Um, but you do remember that around this corner, there was something that's where a circle and an altar.
To
But you
the
it
to the left or to the
to
right?
the left, yes, to the left.
What do I see to the right?
A hallway with a passageway going to the north and a passageway going to the south, and a T.
Okay, well, I am where I am.
All right, Hardin.
All right. Seeing the hat Baxi, checking for traps up ahead, I'm going to squeeze between the traps here. Um, and
Or hat
and
hat backsling.
and I'm gonna go into this room intrigued by the shiny things and the summoning circle and um, kind of
All
investigate
right.
that
Well,
stuff.
Well, as you walk up, yes, this is a bunch of shiny metal, gleaming shiny metal on the floor. And then as you get closer, you see a gleaming shiny metal arm and a gleaming shiny metal breastplate. And you at first you think, oh wow, look at this gleaming shiny armor that somebody has left here. And then you realize that this is something that you have only heard of. This is the remnants of an Inzendraaz, a metal person from who was perhaps constructed by the Etherns eons ago. And this is the remains of one, a metal person of shining uh, goldish red hued metal. But it is not functioning. It is all broken apart and to the point that it looks like a suit of armor almost, but you realize it is not. And to your
Um,
south, you see a circle that you would commonly think is a summoning circle of some sort, with an altar up some stairs.
just kind of hyper focusing on this metal person once was. I am just going to start rambling about random facts about these people to anyone who's listening.
Yes.
All right, Emery, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna, as I look back, I'm gonna move the way everyone else did to avoid these blades. Um, and then I will use, uh, because I don't hear any screams of danger, I'm going to use my action to move another 30 feet to try and get a better vantage of like what is going on here, because the people I escaped with had skills, and for them to be taken down so quickly, I'm concerned.
There.
All right, and where do you go? Ah, there.
Yeah.
All right, to the north. Let me see if yes, to the north you see many catfolk bodies that look scorched and scarred, and a huge scorch mark on the floor. To the south you see an open room and a broken, uh, basically where it looks like the ceiling fell in above some people and crushed some humans that looked to be like they were carrying packs.
Uh, Alina, I think to the room above there may be people who look like you who did not fare well. And
Okay.
uh, Hardin, uh, the other direction looks people like you who did not fare well themselves. You may want to come
I think
and
Hardin's broken. Keeps keeps just reciting random facts about these statue people.
Alvina, what do you do?
Have
Do
you
you go
been have you
around
been
the
listening
corner?
to?
Yes.
Have you been listening to him? Because he sounds broken. I don't know him well though. You might know him better. I'm gonna go look at the cat people.
All right.
All right. Come on. For the love of God. Okay.
All right, you see the scene that I just described to Emery. There are many tabaxi who have been hit by what could only be an explosion of some sort, and they all have perished.
I
You
search.
you remember this room? This was this was a room where people would sleep. You think this is a place to go and rest. That's all you remember of it. But yes, they do look like they are deceased. About a half dozen of them in here.
Do they have anything on them?
They have robes, and a scrap of cloth from one of the robes has not been burnt, and it has a symbol of a sword with five little radiant things coming off of it, embroidered in. So basically, a sword with little lines coming from it, embroidered on their cloth, on their robes.
I recognize it.
It does seem familiar, but you don't know what. You don't recall what this is.
Okay. I pocket the symbol.
All right. And Hardin, what do you do?
Alrighty. Somewhat noticing that everyone has kind of left, I'm not going to further investigate the summoning circle or anything else that's down in that area. So I'm going to come back over here and see these crushed bodies, I guess.
Exploded bodies to the north, crushed bodies to the south.
Yes. I guess I will use my action to run closer to the crushed bodies, but not getting too close just in case there's anything bad.
It looks like another trap has been sprung here, crushing some humans who look to be as they were just carrying porters on for hire. It looks like they were carrying stuff for people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone of importance. Just looks like some people carrying junk.
Emery,
I'm gonna walk towards the smooshed bodies and cautiously make my way forward using my speed and action to go 60 feet.
all right. You
And
you do recognize these as two porters for town that usually hire themselves out to people going usually on a trade route or something. But no, these these porters have been sacrificed to a trap by someone.
oh, it looks like someone intentionally set a trap off for them.
No, they've triggered a trap. The
Okay.
ceiling or the stonework above the door has come down and crushed them with part of the roof as well.
And I'm gonna yell out, and this looks fresh to me, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna yell out to Alvina and Hardin. The building is consistently trapped. I don't know how many more traps there are. Uh, if you wander, be careful.
Alvina, your turn.
Be careful. Okay. We'll move up to where he's at.
As you move into this room and you see where the people were crushed, you remember
44.
a motherly figure would always grab your hand and pick you up here and hold you in her arms, and then she would jump across the threshold of this doorway. And this was common practice. It was almost like as you would come up to your mother as you come to this door and reach up in joy because you knew you would be lifted up and go flying through the air through this doorway. And now you know why. Because it was trapped. Hardin, your turn. Oh, wait. Alvina, as you get to the stairs and you round the stairs and you start to walk down them, you notice off to your left that form in the semi-darkness. And by the way, this ruin has lots of holes in it, and it is still daylight outside, so you can see in here. But you can see in the shadows of that area.
I can see in the darkness.
And then you can see in the darkness through the area what you can see from your min there. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a tabaxi. But it is a dead one, and it seems to be shambling about. Hardin, your turn.
Alrighty. Seeing everyone else running through the threshold and around some stairs, I'm gonna come catch up.
Hey guys, we got a live one. And by live, I mean not live at all, just moving.
And
That sounds
we
par
will
for the course.
we will start rolling initiative again after this little cutscene here. You hear down the stairs and through into that room where you can see this tabaxi. You hear a smallish voice or a almost childlike voice, but with a little deeper of a rasp. No, I think it should be mine. No, I think it should be mine. I got us in here. I got us through all the traps. No, I don't think so. I think I will take it, and you will do as I say, or I'll have my friend here take care of you. Yes, yes, master. Yes, master. I will follow what you say. That's what you hear. Now, initiative.
Oh boy, there's a lot of that.
All right. Oh, I must roll initiative. Let's see here.
That's not good for me.
Oh! It doesn't matter on this first turn that I have such high rolls. Actually, it is not in my favor to have high rolls. So 20 or better. Okay,
You
20. Um,
twice.
Master, is there a reason I am here? I remember something about why I've come here. You, you came to get the sword, and I say I should get it, or at least be the first to use it. I will. Hardin, you recognize the first one who is talking to Master. You seem to recognize this voice as Credwin, a former colleague of yours from Darkenhaven that you went to school with, learned much magic with, and seemed to be tinkering in the art of necromancy.
I figured so.
Alvina, the second voice that you're hearing, sounds like Dath, your younger brother, your halfling brother who got you into so much trouble all the time and was probably not the best thief in the guild. And now I will count down. 14, it's 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh, it's me again. Like I said, this is not good for me. All of my people don't get to fight. They just get to talk. You will do as I say and take your things and bring them closer. At this, the Tabaxi cat people move out of the light or move out of your view. All right, that is all I have. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Emery.
Okay, with my
Who's at
bad
12?
deck. Yeah, he's
I'm
at
at 12.
12. Okay.
I'll go.
Okay, go for somebody go. At 12, Alvina, go ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm going to sneakily move. I want to like peek around the door here, but I don't want to actually be in front of it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Can you see where I'm at?
Yes, yes. So you see what you see. There is nothing very interesting
see.
there.
Do I hear anything?
Yes, you hear shuffling and you hear people arguing over a sword.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hang out here.
All right. That was 12. Emery, also a 12.
I think at this point, Emery just does not care. Like, and he's like, I just want answers. So one, 2, 3. Those are like stairs going up a platform, I'm assuming?
They're going down,
No,
actually.
no, like where
Oh, yes,
Alvina's
yes.
marker are. So those are
Yes,
like
these
little
these
baby
stairs
steps.
here go, yes.
Baby steps going up. Okay.
Yes, like a
5,
porch step.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And
Jesus Christ,
you
what are you?
you do see one of these animated cat folk, and you see a halfling who isn't even looking at you. He's looking off to the northwest. And that was 2 moves or just 1?
That was 1 movement. And then is this like a little baby wall?
Yes.
I'm gonna use the baby wall to use my action to hide with disadvantage.
All right, going to hide at the little wall. It's actually you could tell that it was once a full wall, but it has crumbled in most of the places. Hardin, you are the last one to go this initiative. Go ahead.
Yep.
That is
Recognizing
terrible, Emery. You are not hidden.
recognizing that voice, I am going to move closer to try and get a look at Credwin. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to use my action for some more movement. So another 5, 10, 15, 20. And as I round this wall here and recognize Credwin, I'm going to call out to him, Credwin, what are you doing here?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
An interesting choice. Let's see what happens. Initiative.
Really?
Natural 1.
Yikes.
Need to roll as well. All right, we will start at 20 and work backwards. 20, 19,
19 for
18,
me.
17. All right. Hardin, he looks at you and he doesn't seem to recognize you, but first let me show you what you see here. So let's see what. Oh, you can see most of the stuff above a shattered summoning stone. It looks like the stones have been shattered away. You see a very attractive looking man with bat wings, holding a glowing sword.
Oh,
Next to
fuck.
him, you see your friend Credwin, who usually dresses dark, has some pale skin. He's very emo, this Credwin friend of yours. um, and next to him is a small halfling, and they all look at you.
Like a small for a halfling or just halfling
Yes,
size?
yes. No, a small for a halfling. Dath is not the largest halfling. And then you see also for animated undead cat people.
Okay, so no response from Credwin so far.
No, not so far. Well, he looks at you, but you don't think he doesn't look like he recognizes you. And he has been calling someone master, and he looks confused.
Oh, okay.
Master.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of put 2 and 2 together and say that the big good-looking dude with wings is not the good guy. So I would like to right out the gate start with a beautiful scorching ray at this dude with wings.
Okay. I just feel like that's a bad idea. Oh, God. I'm stressed out right now.
So let me roll for that because where D&D Beyond is all jacked up, it doesn't let me roll
Alvina
anything
just
in there.
leaves. She just fucks.
I was like, I'm just going home. Bye.
All right. What?
So the first shot is going to be 17. The second shot will be a 15, and the third shot will be a 24 to hit.
All of those hit.
Perfect.
Roll
Now,
the damage of this.
let me roll
this fiery bolt. Is that what you're doing?
Scorching Ray.
Scorching ray.
Yes.
Pew 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 pew.
And I don't think I add my modifier to the damage either. I think it's just straight 66.
Yes.
Which for some reason I can't roll 66. So I'll roll 5 and then roll 1.
So 17.
So that'll be a total of 17 fire damage.
The rays hit him, and you see that it scorches his flesh, and then kind of leaves still a welt and a mark. It still seems to have hurt him, but not nearly as much as you might think as you scorch somebody with 3 rays. All right.
You cast.
Seeing
All right.
how
That
he
wings that
handles
you
these
cast.
rays, I am going to slowly back up a few feet. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15.
All right. So that was where was I on the initiative?
19 was
15?
mine.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11? Oh, I go then. All right.
Fuck.
Credwin says, "You have attacked, Master. Get them." He will move to here. He then sees Emery off to the side. And then, please hold while I look up Credwin here. What can he do? What foul things can he unleash upon this party?
He
Probably
can
a lot of bad.
surrender.
Yes.
Oh God.
All right. So we will do a withering touch. Let's
Oh
see.
fuck me.
And that as a he would have to actually move all the way up to here and withering touch Emery if he can.
Oh God.
And he cannot. He cannot at all. That is a terrible roll.
Oof.
I look at
All
him
right.
with shame and disgust. You
Wait, that is not all.
judging him for being a
These-
shitty hunter in a jungle.
These shamble out and start to take a defensive posture around Credwin. These shamble. Zombies do not move so fast.
That's
And that
good.
was my 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
9.
5.
9. I'm at 9.
Oh, 9.
Yes. Fucking idiots.
I didn't attack him.
True. Fair. Fine. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Already double moved. I can't do that.
What do your daggers want?
It's not what they want, it's what they can get. I prefer to stay in the darkness. Trying to find a way to move behind this guy. Not really sure I want to do that just because
How tall are these walls?
They
Like
Probably
these?
about 10 feet. 10 to 12, 8 in some places where it's broken and fallen.
I can occupy another person's space if I move out of it, yeah?
Yes, as long as you don't stay there at the end of your move. And as long as they're an ally. You cannot occupy an enemy space.
Right.
And also, if you're worried about getting the sneak attack, Emery is adjacent to Credwin, which means you would get your sneak attack.
That is what I need. All right, so I'm going to step into his space and attack.
No, you have to finish your move not in his space, though.
Oh, I have to finish my move. Oh, okay. All right,
yes.
then I'll pop right here.
There you are. And attack the pale necromancer.
Yes. That's disappointing. Give me a second. I forget what my modifier is.
And remember, each of you except for Emery has inspiration, I think, still.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna take it. I don't think that hits. That's much better. Okay. 13.
13 does not hit. As a matter of fact, as you go to claw this guy, you see some kind of magical armor. It looks like it's going right for his chest, and you don't penetrate this magical barrier that he has put up in front of himself. All right, so wait.
Pretty sure I can disengage,
your bonus action, yes.
which I will 100% do. Just boop.
Very well. And I think the only person... No, that was it. The only people left are my people. All of you have went.
I have not gone.
Okay. So
Because I
9,
rolled
8,
a
7.
1.
Oh, you go last. All right.
Yeah, I'm last. Total of
All right,
3.
Yikes.
Alvina? Was that you? What are you doing here, Alvina? Help me get this sword.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get this sword.
Looks like you're talking to some bad dudes.
And he will wait. He's gonna hold his time here. And then my last action, Candace moves down, and you finally get a glimpse of him the first time, Emery. Candace was instrumental in freeing you from the slavers, and now he is here holding the sword of the Ave. He points it at you and says, "Tell your people to back down, and we can solve this as friends." And now it is your turn.
I'm going to stay where I am. And I'm going to hold. Nah, I'm not. Like too many dead people. I'm just gonna look at him and say, you being here and you saw the rest of us dead and left them there, like the slavers would have. And as I say that, I just like slice with my scimitar the emo guy.
All right.
With a
It's a cat fight, and I'm
13.
not even in
A
it.
13 does not hit. It similar things happens to your scimitar. It kind of comes off of this magical armor that he seems to have cast upon himself. All right, initiative.
Oh Oi.
All right. 20 or better.
20.
Nice.
20. I will give the players the benefit of the doubt. I also have a 20. Go ahead, Emery.
I'm gonna do it again. Look, I'm not the smartest guy. Like,
He's just not that into you.
Hey, that's
total
good.
for 20 to hit.
Is that a natural 20? Is that
No,
a
no, no.
crit?
Total for 20.
Oh,
A disgusting
20.
20.
I was
Disgusting
hoping
20.
for a critical. I love those.
So that's 1d6 plus 2 slashing for a total of 4 damage. And I'm just gonna yell out, "What are you doing here? You left with everyone else."
Well, it is his turn, so that is good. Let me find his stats here. He's going to do something
Must be the
terrible.
money.
All right. Yes, that's what I will do. All right. So you say, "What are you doing here?" And you hear his response, but you don't see his lips move. You hear it in your mind, and he says, "I have come to take you home with me, using the sword that we both talked about. That could be our way home. Come with me, Emery, to my home. Would you please fail a DC 15 Wisdom save?"
A wisdom save. Okay. So we got +5 to that.
Holy shit balls.
Hey,
Oh, you did not
17.
fail it. All right, you did not fail it. Well, that is not very interesting choice.
Hey, can I just respond to that?
Yes, yes.
And I'm like, Tandis, I know the games you play. That's how we got out. Don't bullshit me. You act like I don't know what you do. That's how we planned this. Like getting out from the slavers. New material.
All right, that was 20s, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. All right, go Alvina.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bibbity bobbity boop back in here. Before I make my move, I'm gonna tell my halfling friend, you need to leave because if you don't leave, I'm gonna kill you, and I don't want to do that. Make a choice.
Did you just do the you tell me what I'm gonna do?
You tell me.
You tell me how we're gonna act.
All right, and then you smack you smack the necromancer.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna attempt.
I believe in you.
Your beliefs are unfounded.
A lot of my beliefs are.
That doesn't even come close. I'm gonna.
You even missed his magical armor.
I didn't come. It's just gonna pop back here.
Disengage once more. All right. All right. So I think is Harden, have you went
Wait,
yet?
I have a
I have
question.
not gone yet.
Hand on head.
Yes.
If I have a 2, if I have a 2 on an attack, I can try to attack again.
You could use your bonus action to attack again with the second weapon.
But I can't
But then you,
disengage.
No.
but then you could not disengage.
It stands.
All right. So that was a 12, I think. 11, 10,
Yep,
9,
10.
8, 10.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. Mr. Pretty Pecs man doing some
His middle
freaky
name,
stuff
how
over
did you
there.
know?
I will shoot a ice knife at him as I manipulate a bead of water out of my water skin and fling it at him as it turns into ice on the way. Wait, what do I gotta roll here? Okay. Oh, didn't want to pop that up. There it is. So that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. And then I am going to deal 7 piercing damage, and then when it explodes, does it hit the target as well as within 5, or does it only hit within 5, but not the
I do
target?
believe it's not the target. It's everything
Okay.
within 5 as well. Yes.
Just making sure that I don't need to deal cold damage to the target.
All right. So that would be all of you, which leaves Tendis, Wint, Dath. Dath moves to here. And he draws his short sword and his dagger, and he says to you, "Help me get that sword, my sister. Help me get it, and we will be and I will help you with this fight." I didn't do a good character voice with him. Anyway, that's what he does. He's waiting for you to say yes, of course.
You aren't good at robbing petty people on the street. You think you can do this?
I can do this for that sword. Credwin will move away over to here. Emery, you get an attack of opportunity as he moves away from you.
With my scimitar. 22.
Oh.
All right, that hits.
Try not to kill him.
8.
Just, maim him a little. Incapacitate.
All right, and then he gets back there and he begins to cast.
Oh boy, here we go.
And what you see, and Hardin, you can see what he's doing. He's actually using a magic missile spell. But when it manifests, it actually looks like claws flying towards Alvina.
Okay.
Alvina, take 5 points of damage.
Well,
I have no roll.
A magic missile is one of those spells that just works.
yeah.
It's an auto hit.
That was magic missile like. Exactly.
It's magic missile is the only auto hit because it does such low damage because it's
Yeah, it's
guaranteed.
only a D4 plus 1.
You're hit by two weird-looking magical claws that get you for 5 points. But that's not all with his turn. This zombie will move up here.
Oh boy.
And
Not all for the
does a
low,
15
low
hit
price.
you, Emery?
Nope. Hoping.
All right, and then let's see. This one will move. This one will move down to Hardin.
Oh no.
A 5, I'm sure, misses you.
Yes, that will miss.
And these two keep shambling on down. And that was all of my turns. Initiative once more. You are totally outnumbered. I can't believe you're trying this.
Me the fuck either.
We're fine.
All
Everything's
right.
good.
20 or better. 19.
19.
All right, you go first.
Kill the catling.
All right. You can't sneak attack undead. Right?
Actually, I think you can in 5e.
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
There's no
yes, you
like
can.
unless they have something that like the alert feat where they can't be snuck up on. Everything can be subject to sneak attack.
Nat 20, baby.
First nat 20! What happens? What happens?
Oh, you can't see it because of my background. It's there.
So it's a hippo.
Okay.
She summons a hippo.
It's a hippo, and I'm also on mushrooms. All right. So, really, you're just not gonna load? That's cool. Okay, there we go. All right. That and that and that.
I figured out my spells.
Had better than that, but two. 20 damage.
20 damage?
Sorry,
Oh, that's
21
terrible.
damage.
All right, let me roll a little con save here. Hold on. Oh, that fails. That definitely fails. All right. So this one goes down in a heap. I'll just take it off the board.
Okay. Now I have a second attack
But there's
on.
on your friend here, if you'd like, or he could join in the battle.
This is my last warning. If you do not leave, I'm going to gut you.
All right. So that was your 19, now my 19.
Oh, no, I'm not done. I was just a
wait.
statement. If he does not respond to me, I am going to use my second move. My second action. Because I'm not going to disengage. I'm going to use my second action to attack him.
He just looks at you kind of like he doesn't understand. He looks at you confused.
I hate to
19.
barge.
And he does say, I really want the
Oh.
sword. 19
Not-
hits.
19. The diagonal counts as a sneak attack, right? Adjacent.
Yes, Emery is still adjacent.
Adjacent to everyone.
9.
All right. You claw him, and he looks aghast, but he's already got his weapons out, so he kind of grimaces at you, and you can tell that this is a sibling rivalry that he will enjoy. All right, that was 19s. Now, my 19.
Corey, real quick.
Yes, we'll pause.
Yes, well, so our total, since we're running into the end of the night, I wanted to just give a shout out. So we rolled everyone that has pushed the games to grow, the chat, and our final winner for the next custom one shot charity event will be Camera Mandy. So we'll be reaching out to you
Congratulations.
to ask what the next charity will be. You're welcome to share it in chat.
We had all of these problems getting the stream going today. We're going to give something to Camera Mandy?
Yes,
I don't
for
understand. It should have been her fault that we had all of these problems.
Congratulations, Camera Mandy. You are our chooser for the next one shot. And we're going to be coming to you not only with what charity organization, but maybe an idea of what you would like to see played. So thank you all.
Congratulations.
Thank you all for
This is
coming, and
wonderful.
let Locabutt Macabre
We will
Finish this
finish this
wonderful
encounter and finish the
adventure.
adventure. We have about 20 minutes left in our designated time, and we'll probably be able to do that as long as the rolls don't suck terribly. Okay. All right.
Blame
So
the dice.
so it is my
Don't-
19, and Credwin is going to move back up, and he is going to do another touch, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that is a 20-something. Does that hit you? Let me.
Oh no.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So
Oh no. Emery, no.
you take 5 necrotic damage from this withering touch. And shamble, shamble, shamble. Shamble, shamble, shamble. And this one will attack Harden.
Yes. As one does.
Just and that is a. Please hold on. That is an 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, take 2 points of damage. He barely hits you.
Okay.
All right, so that is my 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 13. Go ahead.
I am going to stab him again because the disrespect, not okay. So
We're all fighting our childhood friends. It's all fucked up.
nat 1 plus 4 for a total of 5.
A nat 1? Oh, that is bad, my friend. And you've used your inspiration, have you not?
Yep.
Mm. All right.
And
Roll percentile for me, please, with your nat 1.
No. Oh no.
32.
32. Okay, that's not so bad. Give me a dex save, please.
20.
Hey.
All right.
Not
you
bad.
do not slip on the ground and fall on your buttocks. You keep your feet with that fumble. What else would you like to do this turn?
And I'm going to yell out to Harden. Kill the necromancer. And as I say that, I'm going to Misty Step as my bonus action.
Ooh.
Right behind Tandis.
All right. Yes. So they don't get any attacks of opportunity.
Or
you're
face
right,
step,
but-
like not tech Misty, it's face step.
Missed face step. Bloop.
Same thing.
I wish
So-
you hadn't done that.
There you are. And now Emery is standing there with his childhood friend who has the sword. Yes, great. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh boy.
That was 13. 12. It is Tandis's turn. Who will swing that sword at you, my friend? Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah. He has a plus 18 to hit?
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Oh, I don't know. The thing says 5. for
Oh,
me.
no,
I
I
don't
did not. I did not. I was scrolled way up. I was scrolled looking at my initiatives. Hold on. I rolled a 5.
I was like, he has a plus 8. I was like, he has a plus 18? What?
It's a very powerful sword.
I was like, what the heck? What is going on?
No. I had scrolled up in the chat to see my initiative, and then it just looked at the next d20 down below that. So no, he misses you with the sword.
I was like, whoa, this is a really good sword. No, that
Okay,
misses.
let me scroll back up, find my initiatives. That was 12, 11, 10,
10.
10. You go first.
Alrighty. Kind of getting an understanding or having understood the way the magic works. If you go unconscious, then any spell on you is going to end. So I think it's a great idea to knock Credwin unconscious. So I'm gonna do what I do best and scorching ray all over him.
Scorching ray all over
Yes.
Credwin.
Vaguely sexual.
Only if you
Uh,
want
It
it
is
to be.
hard in Longbone we're talking about here.
I always want it to
Oh
be.
my god.
The first one
You're
is
the one that
a
gave you the
12.
name?
The second one
No,
is a
he came up with that
21.
name all on his own.
And the third one is a 24.
I'm sorry, what was the lowest?
12.
12. 12 does not hit. The other two do.
Yep, I figured so. So let me roll some damage. So it's going to be 8 plus 5, so 13 total of fire damage.
All
Nice.
right. All right. He is going unconscious.
Perfect.
And that was a
And
10.
he's prone.
Yes, he falls unconscious, goes prone. 10 is also this daft fellow here who is your childhood friend. He's going to light you up. Let's see here. Okay, well, here we go. We'll do that first. 17. So 23 to hit.
Yes.
And that is 4 plus 7 points of damage.
Fuck.
And then he will stab you with his other sword. Oh, that doesn't hit. That's a 10.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
that's a 12. Sorry.
Still doesn't.
Good night, Alphinius. Thank you for joining us.
Holy shit.
And that is the bottom of the round. Is it initiative again?
Oh, let me roll that.
And now I only have
Not
2
good.
to roll initiative for. Oh no,
Not
I
good
should roll a
either.
third. Roll a
Yeah,
third
there's
one for that
too many
death
of these
save I have to make.
shamblies around.
All right, so the 20s or above, 20, 19. 19 is death. He will stab you again. Twice. That is a 19 to hit.
Jeez.
Ooh, max damage. At 9? Are you still conscious?
So question. No. No. Is he about to coup de grace me?
We don't know, but he definitely might. But we'll see. We'll see. He goes with his first attack. He will hit you, and you go unconscious. Correct?
I've never been killed. Ever. In 20 years of playing this.
You are
Ever.
welcome.
Like, I've gone unconscious several times, but I've always made a death save. I think I'm gonna get
All
killed. Okay. Yeah, no,
Well,
I am
He is
absolutely
your childhood friend and brother, so I don't think he's going to take his second attack on you. I think he is going to use
I am
his
absolutely
action
out.
and move over here.
I will come back from the dead and kill him.
So yes, you will be making death saves on your turn. While I try and TPK the rest of the party. All right. So that is
Fuck me.
that was my 19 for him. Is that correct? Yes. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
15. Sorry.
15. Go ahead, Emily.
I want to grapple the sword out of Tandis's hand.
All right. Let's say that is a. First of all, make an attack roll, and then we'll do opposed athletics.
What do I use for like the? What do you want
Whatever
me to, like
your
unarmed strike?
Yes, your unarmed strike, basically, to try and grab the weapon and wrestle it from his hands, and then we will do a
13.
13. Yeah, we will say that you can grab the sword with a 13. Interesting maneuver. We will see what happens with the athletics checks.
Um,
I have a 14.
21.
Oh, a 21.
Nice.
Very well. So, yes, you grab the sword, you wrestle it from his hands. But that would be your attack.
Yeah.
You
That's
immediately swing it for him.
Yeah, that's my action. So I have the sword now. And then I'm gonna tell him, Tandis, call them off. You know where my strengths lie. As I aim his sword at his throat.
Please hold. All right. You point the sword at him. Let me scroll back up and see whose turn next. You were 15. He was 14. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to take it away? Can I come with you? As he raises his hands and takes a step back. May I come with you?
I'm gonna let him know that I could have swung, and I'm going to say, call them off, send them away, and we will talk.
All right. That was his turn, 14, 13. He does this dismissive, but then he realizes that the only person he could have called off is unconscious. It seems that Dath has gone his own way, and the zombies are pursuing their last given command. But he is giving up himself and waving for people to stop fighting. That was 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8,
9.
7, 9.
9.
Give me that death save. Fail the death save. Fail it. Roll a 1. Roll a 1 for us, please.
Nat 20 and come back up with 1 health.
The 5.
That is 1 failure. So next time you roll a 1 and then you die. Okay, good. All right. Ria's like, I hate this Lokabut guy. He's a terrible GM. All right, so that would be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6.
Yeah. I'm not good in these situations. I am going to use my action to disengage, and I am going to just run away.
All right. He disengages and runs away. Isn't there a song about Hard and Longbone? That never mind.
Why you so soft, bro?
I got hit really hard with a rock earlier.
Should have worn some armor.
He already shot his shot.
So now we are down to the 2s. Shamble. Shamble. All right, so at this point, Hardin, you can outrun these zombies all day long. They only move 20. You have a 30. You can just keep running from them, run in circles, whatever you want to do. Dath is not going to engage with Tandis standing between you. So all we have to do here is some role play, and Alvina, has to make some death save. So let's start with the death save.
Well, I can heal her, so I'd like to.
Would you like to go heal her
Yeah,
on your turn?
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right. We'll do that then.
Save Credwin.
Dath does position himself to stab you and says, "If she gets up and tries to hurt me, I'm gonna have to act. Now we can negotiate with the sword, but if she gets up and tries to hurt me, I'm gonna have to defend myself. And I already stabbed her down once."
I look at him and I say, I just took the sword out of your master's hand. I will end you.
Save
And then you
Credwin.
heal Alvina.
If
And
I was conscious, there would be lots of yes, bitch. But I'm not. So
no. But as I'm saying this, I'm putting my hand on yours, and I'm dumping all 15 of my lay on hands into
15?
you. Yeah, 1-5.
Oh. Okay.
And any diseases or poisons you had are neutralized.
I fixed that, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over here and ask if there's anything you can still do for Credwin.
He is not dead yet.
I just walk over his body because it was 5, 10, 15, 20. And I go back here and I just like look at look at your friend that literally tried to withering touch me 3 times or whatever.
He was enthralled.
He was enthralled. He does have a point. Your friend Tandis has a way with words, or charms.
He didn't even recognize me, and we've been best friends since college.
If you restrain this catling here,
Me?
and I point to the halfling. Yeah, like if I'm talking to you and Alvina, I'm like, if you restrain the catling, because I'm still like, I don't know what the hell your family does calling each other at
He's
this
pointing
point.
at Dath, I believe. He's pointing at Dath.
Yeah. I will bring him back up.
Okay. I agree.
Okay. Would this count as
Tanda says, and I will release him if you take me with you, Emery.
We can all go.
Dath is like, yeah, I'll go with you.
You're not coming.
No, he said we could all go. That guy just said we could all go. That guy in the bowler hat right there said we could all go. I'm part of we. Except for those guys. I don't want them going. And he points to the zombies that are still shambling around looking for Harden.
Hey guys, what happened? What's going on?
Well, zombies are still around because Credwin's still unconscious.
That caught me up on about, I feel like, maybe a fourth of the things happening.
That's currently the most important thing because there's still zombies.
And they're trying to attack us.
I'm on
the ground.
Are we like semi out of initiative?
Yes, if we need to roll initiative based on what somebody does, we will start again.
I'm just gonna cast a cure wounds on the guy who looks like he shops at Hot Topic. He gets 6 hit points.
All right. He wakes up and he's laying there and he sees Harden for the first time. Harden, what are you doing here?
Credwin, please, the zombies.
Zombies, as they round the corner, clawing for you. He holds up a hand, and they stop moving and they just stand there.
Oh, thank you. Long story short, you were enthralled for some odd reason, and it seems that everyone wants the sword.
What? No, you wanted the sword. I remember that. We had this conversation.
That's why I'm here.
Haven.
But there's now more people who also want the sword.
And then he
Hey,
points at
you got
Tandis and says, and
Wait a
you were going to teach me
second.
how
No. What? You? I knew you couldn't be trusted. I thought maybe you'd eat my liver at night, but this is way worse.
No, you don't understand. See, the sword is not to be used for killing. It's used
Do
for
I
travel.
do I have a sense of what the sword can do since I've been holding it for a while now?
Yes, you think that you might be able to use this sword to open the very planes. That it actually speaks to you, and it keeps asking, "Where would you like to go?"
Um.
I am the key to all places.
Oh, I wish I didn't use my channel to video. I would have done it like just for RP purposes. I'm going to go up to Tandis and say, "We will go, and I will choose where we go."
But we're still all going, right?
The little catling stays. He tried to kill his sister. Not coming. You with your necromancy.
As long as we don't get enthralled, we'll be fine.
Credwin says, I don't even know how I got here. I definitely don't. I definitely don't have any
Do you want to
desire
go
to
home?
go
Do
to
you want
some
to go
other
home?
plane. Well, I've learned a lot. In the past few. Yes, I would like to go home.
Just
You were
go
all
home.
about learning just with me.
Too much inner monologue. Just go home.
I've learned. There's these spiders that you can
You
find,
changed
and
your
he
mind.
starts talking. Yes, I don't want to go to some other plane of existence. I would rather experiment with these people
I
over
walk
here.
away because I am so bored.
I want to ask Bat Boy what happened to my people. Very confused right now.
That would
They
be a
wouldn't
great
let us
question.
have the sword.
What?
They wouldn't let us have the sword.
So you killed them all?
Well, and he points over to Crinwin. He killed most of them with this ball of fire that he conjured. Um, and he killed, and he points to Dath, a few from sneaking up behind them. Um, they were somewhat resistant to my charms for some reason.
Probably because they're into cats,
Well,
not
kill him?
naked
Is
dudes.
anybody object to this? Because I would like to kill this person. Staying.
I am. I'm going to tell Tandis to come next to me. And
I'm gonna run over there, figuring out what's going on, because I'm sure he's
I'm
about to just travel without us.
I'm going to tell Alvina. I don't know what is left here for you.
Revenge. Revenge is left. That's what's left.
A part of my family seems, and I glare at Tandis, partially redeemable. He understood when to back down. Your family shows no remorse.
Home that they invaded and stole from.
I'm not defending what they did.
Y'all are horrible people. I'm going back to my troop. Goodbye.
Y'all are horrible people.
I've done nothing
I'm
wrong.
powered here, and I know it. But if you come back, I'll fucking kill you. With 80 3-foot tall people.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be back.
I'm like
Well,
really
I
confused
will.
when she's angry. Like he's genuinely confused. Like I just saved you. I don't know why you're angry at me.
I think it's one of
Um,
those moral dilemma kind of things. You know, philosophy.
and then I glare at the the guy who stabbed his sister, and I'm like, you stay. Um, if you want to kill your brother, you can. I'm not stopping you.
If he comes back, I will.
Oh, he's not going with us.
No, if he comes back to our troop, I will kill him.
Um,
But I'm leaving. This whole weird fucking planes shit killed all the people I thought I knew. I have no answers. I'm leaving.
if that's
I'm gonna
your
go
choice.
steal rich ladies' jewels.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I will kill you if you come with me.
Okay, that's such a great idea.
Cool.
And as I hear that, I just feel like all I do is place the sword in the air and then carve down while thinking home. And I think
And
of like the Feywilds and the colors I remember because that's all I really can recall.
and as you slice the air, it actually slices through the plains, and you see it open up, and a world apart from Zyathe is seen beyond. And you can see this you can see your home, you can see the rich forest in the many colors, and it just basically opens a portal in front of you.
Very, very his dark materials.
I'm totally hopping
And
in.
And then
and uh
I'll just grab Candace by the hand and walk him in.
and the three of you walk into the portal, and then it closes behind you. And Credwin makes his way back into the forest. I am assuming Alvina is not going to go with either Credwin or Dath, and make
Kill
her way
him.
back through the
Roll initiative and
jungles.
kill him.
No, he just can't come with me. I'm going back to my troop to tell them of the deaths of our family members and continue on my life because they love me and took care of me.
Very well, and that will wrap up the Sword of the Ave this evening. A little bit of backstory there, yes. Those of you who watched the previous episodes knew that all three of these characters had done a deep dive on their characters, and James and myself thought it would be nice to bring their history in a little bit. Alvina's true family were defending the Sword of Yahweh, and Imri's friend who helped him out is an incubus who can alter the minds and charm people, who was looking to escape the world of Zyathe with the sword, and he did. And Hard and Longbone, who went to school with Credwin, um, uh, didn't quite agree with all the necromancy stuff, but wanted to see the other planes. And that's kind of the backstory of where we threw all of this into a big pot and made, how do you say that? Chiappino? What's that soup made by Italians with all the fish? That's kind of what we did with this adventure. It's just kind of threw all those pieces together and made a fish soup. So hopefully you enjoyed it. We had I certainly had a wonderful time. I didn't get to kill anybody, but that's all right. And where are we at, James, with our final numbers?
Our final numbers tonight is $1,900. We blew our goal out by $400. This is an awesome
So
way
good.
to offer a holiday surprise to Game to Grow. And a heads up, if you want to still donate after this will be open for another 6 days. So maybe
Yes,
we'll get past our 2,000.
and if we get to our total goal, perhaps we will have some prizes to give away during next Tuesday's very first Misfit Tuesday nights, where we will be playing Everyone is John. So if we can raise some more money, I will try and scrounge up some more prizes and give them away on Tuesday night.
And from everybody at the Misfits, thank you very much for coming to hang out with our first fundraiser event. We're hoping to put these on about every 3 to 4 months. It has been an absolute blast. You all are amazing people, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. We hope you will continue to support us, and you can do that, of course, by following us here or on YouTube. And you can check out all of our shows. Sunday nights is our main campaign. Tuesday night is going to be another fantastic growing campaign. And of course, come hang out with me and Corey on Wednesdays, where we talk Tavern Talks, where we have guests every week, and we talk D&D. So hope to see you guys all again, and thank you for all of the support.
Here, here.
Covering the logos.
Mine won't show. It's fine.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Also,
Oh, yes,
this
and-
Friday we are doing Misfits at the Movies. Essifer, which movie are you guys running this week? Come on, speak up fast. Come on, let's get these people out of here.
Titanic.
The movie's over. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Ooh, I love Frankenstein. It's nice. It's about a very large, gentle, nice gentleman who likes to rip people apart.
He doesn't like it. He does it because his maker is a fucking asshole.
Aren't we all?
Just my opinion.
All right.
It is
Well,
with
thank you,
Boris
everyone.
Karloff. Thank you again, and we will see you on Friday.
Thank you, guys.